Module 6, Annotations and Plotting, covers the following topics: equipment and line tags, isometric text placement, editing text, and plotting basics. We'll take a look at our first topic, equipment and line tags. Once the isometric is complete with bill of materials and dimensions, we can now add the annotations to the drawing. Select the Utility tab, and we'll see that we have a line number tag, a valve tag, and an equipment tag. Let's take a look at placing the equipment tag. We can adjust our isometric plane to suit and then select the equipment tag. Select the current isoplane, select a center point somewhere up above our vessel, underline the text, and then place our tag. And the equipment tag is placed. To place the line tag, we can adjust our isoplane to match the setting we would like. We'll place the line tag right in here. So along this isoplane, select the Insert Line Number Tag tool, find the line tag, click OK, accept the current isoplane, and we can place our line tag in our Standards Manager. Under the isometric settings and general drawing parameters, the text style, text font, height can be set. Equipment tag height. Our next topic is isometric text placement. Let's zoom up on the tower and place some text information about the vessel. We'll look at placing an easting and a northing for this vessel. First, we can set our isoplane to match. So I'll start here and go this direction. So under the Miscellaneous tab, we can select our centerline symbol. We can change the isoplane if required, or just select OK. And we can place a location for that centerline symbol. The centerline symbol does follow the isoplane. Let's now place the text. Click on the Text Styles tab and find the isoplane to match. And then pick a center point for our text. Place our text information. Let's look at placing the northing. I won't adjust my isoplane. I will go back to my miscellaneous and pick my centerline symbol. It does allow me to change my isoplane, so then I can change it. Pick a point over here, and there's my centerline symbol. Back to our text tab. We'll select our text tool. Pick a start point for the text, and put in our value. Let's add the rest of the text information, including our grade symbol, which is also under our miscellaneous. We can select our grade symbol. And our grade symbol is placed. Let's add the text. And we can use AutoCAD's Move command to move the text information. Let's finish off the rest of the drawing. We have now finished off adding all of our centerline information, text information. Let's also look at placing our flow arrow just to represent the flow direction. Also under our Miscellaneous tab, pick the large arrow, pick our pipe, and it places an arrow in the direction. Either accept or reverse the direction. Let's place another one over here, and one more on our vertical. Our next topic is editing text. At any time, we can edit the text that we've placed on our normal text placement, our equipment tags, our line numbers, or even our borders information. Let's zoom up on our tower and edit the text. To edit the text, simply double-click the text item and then change the value. Double-click our elevation or our northing, and let's make it a northing of 85. Very easy to do. So making changes can be done very quickly. Let's look at updating our border information. We'll zoom up on the border. To edit the border information, simply double-click the title, and it brings up the attribute editor. Scroll down and find the information to be changed or added. In this case, there was no drawing number. Let's add a drawing number. Add a sheet number and a revision number. Click Apply, say OK, and the border information is updated. The last topic in Module 6 is plotting basics. Once we have completed the drawing with all of our text annotations, the dimensions, and the bill of material, it is time to create a plot. Select the Plot tool to access the Plot dialog box. If the entire dialog box is not displayed, in the lower right corner is an arrow that expands or contracts the Plot dialog box. The basics of plotting is quite simple. Select the printer or plotter device. In this case, I'm going to set it to PDF. Set the paper size to the appropriate paper size that you would like to plot to. Set the area of the drawing to plot, normally set to limits, which is set when we insert our border. Typically, we will center the plot because it's a not to scale drawing. We will fit it to the paper. And to have a black and white plot, under the plot style table, set this to monochrome. Apply to all layouts. The last thing to check would be the drawing orientation, either portrait or landscape, depending. It is highly recommended to preview your plot. In the plot preview, the white border is the piece of paper, and our drawing is shown. If everything looks good, apply to the layout, which saves this information, so the next time you go to plot, all of this information will be saved. Finally, click OK. Give it a file name, click Save, and the plot is created to the printer, or in my case, the PDF is created. And finally, save the drawing. This is the last topic in Module 6. Review Module 6 or select the next module.